What on earth is a sales funnel? What's up guys, Jason here, aspiring entrepreneur, and in this video we are going to cover the basics of what a sales funnel is and why it's so critical to the long-term success of your business. So let's go ahead, kick things off right off the bat. What is a sales funnel? Well, the simplest definition, a sales funnel is a strategic relationship building process where you take a complete stranger and turn them into a subscriber or follower, and then turn them into a customer, and then turn them into a lifetime customer. And this can be done on multiple levels of your business. Your business will have a overarching sales ladder or value ladder, if you will, as this graphic shows. Each stage of the relationship, as people move from being just strangers and prospects into customers and second-time customers, third-time customers, and lifetime customers, you're going to be offering different products and services to them based upon how much of a relationship you've built with them. So that's the macro level, right? And this value ladder is made up of multiple different types of sales funnels. So you may have heard of things like webinar sales funnels, launch sales funnels, free offer plus shipping sales funnels, or book sales funnels. These are all the micro sales funnels that are built around solving a specific problem for your customer. So each sales funnel you put together on a micro level is selling one particular product or service, and I'll get to why actually you need to upgrade that to 2 or 3 at a time. And then when you zoom out, you can see this graph here essentially shows how all of these sales funnels fit together. For example, a sales funnel selling high-end consulting, as you can see on the way tippy point of the diagram, wouldn't be something that you'd offer to someone who's just getting started with getting to know you and your brand. You'd start with a lower price point product that's closer to the beginning of your value ladder. And then once they've engaged and enjoyed those particular products or services, then you kind of gradually move them up. Now, obviously not every customer is going to move all the way to the top, just like not every person who comes into contact with your business, your products and services become customers in the first place. But this is the basics of what a sales funnel is. It's simply a strategic process of building a relationship with strangers and strengthening relationships with current customers by continually delivering value and solving problems. Now, this is critical to your long-term business success because simply selling one product or service, especially in a digital advertising environment, just isn't going to cut it anymore. Look, as it becomes more expensive to run ads and it becomes increasingly competitive to create content, you need to maximize the value per customer over a lifetime on the macro view and the value per transaction on a micro when you're selling a particular product or service. So to illustrate how this works on a micro level, because that's what we're going to start, we are going to go through this process that you're looking at now here, which is a webinar sales funnel. Now, again, these principles pretty much apply to any type of sales funnel. I'm just biased towards webinar sales funnels, so that's why we're going to go through this one very quickly. So as you can see here, it starts with a landing page. And the landing page essentially promises your potential customers a solution to some of the problems that they're having. Those solutions are going to be solved on the webinar. Now, depending on how advanced you get, once they sign up, there are going to be a couple of emails and videos that go out to them, essentially further building that relationship, further building that value, and seeding the benefits of showing up to the webinar. Once they show up to the webinar, for 40 to 90 minutes, you talk to them and deliver a ton of value, solve a bunch of problems, and then towards the end, when you get into your pitch, you say, hey, I just solved problem X for you, but what about problem Y? Or, hey, I just solved problem X for you, and how would you like me to do it for you? How would you like to get through it faster? How would you like a piece of software to just be hands-off? Whatever your pitch is. And as you can see here, the crux of the webinar sales funnel is the webinar itself. Now, other types of funnels, you'll have a sales letter or a video sales letter, or you'll have a series of videos that leads up to a pitch video, but somewhere in your funnel, there's going to be a pitch. Now, what makes this different is someone didn't sign up and then immediately see your pitch, right? The whole purpose of a funnel is to build a relationship. You're strategically building a relationship with a customer, right? If you were in a person-to-person sales environment, you wouldn't just go up to someone at a meetup and say, hey, buy my product, right? You'd have a conversation with them. You'd learn about their needs. You'd learn about their problems. You'd have dialogue back and forth. You'd exchange business cards. You'd follow up a week or two later or a couple of days later. You'd meet them for coffee, right? You're building a relationship, and then towards the end of that meeting or relationship, you say, hey, by the way, I think it would be great if we work together on this because I really think I can solve your problem. And they're going to believe you because you met at a meetup or you met at a networking event, then you followed up with them, then you had dinner, and then you had coffee. Now, obviously in real life, you're probably not going to have to go through that many touch points, but it just illustrates the point that whether it's in person or online, the purpose is building a relationship. It's building trust. And you build trust by providing value, which is what all those emails and videos are for leading up to the webinar. So on the webinar, they have two choices. They can say, you know what, I trust you. You've delivered that value. I think we have a good enough relationship. Let's work together. So you go up and they purchase your product or service. Or they go, I don't think so. And at that point, you don't give up. You follow up again. You continue to build that relationship. And as you can see on the diagram, you actually wind up going down. You give them a replay of the webinar. You give them some more videos. You give them some more value. And then hopefully they purchase your product or service. If they don't purchase from you, then you simply put them into a different sales funnel from one of your different pieces, right? Each swim lane, if you will, of that big diagram represents a collection of sales funnels. So just because they didn't purchase this product or service doesn't mean they wouldn't purchase another one. Now we're getting to the crux of what makes a sales funnel so powerful in terms of not only building a relationship, but also increasing your revenue per customer. So let's go back to that diagram. You can see on the diagram, when we go up, you can see that they hit the order page. And then I have two more pages right after the order page. And this is where it gets really profitable. As soon as they purchase, you offer them 2 or 3 other products or services that complement what they just purchased. And now you've increased the revenue per transaction. Now, is everyone going to purchase the next 2 or 3 things? No, but the people who are really attuned to the relationship that you've built, the people who are really invested in terms of the value you've delivered to them are going to say yes. And so you take a $97 product and all of a sudden your average transaction value is $147 or even $200 because you had a couple of offers right there on the back end. And that's all there is to it, to building a sales funnel. So I know we went very, very quick in this video. I wanted to make it short and sweet for you guys to show the macro view and micro view of what a value ladder looks like for your entire company, and then what a sales funnel looks like for a particular product or service. The key being, as soon as you sell that product or service, come up with some complementary products or services that you could immediately offer to increase the average transaction value of that particular sales funnel. And of course, the more problems you solve for your customer, the happier they are going to be. So it's not a bad thing to ask them for more money in exchange for giving them more value and solving more of their problems. So I hope you found this video actionable and informative. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button and then subscribe, because over on my YouTube channel, I'm going from A to Z and everything in between on what it takes to put together an online sales funnel from scratch. This is just a quick little preview and basics of what a sales funnel is. And over there, I have every single step of the sales funnel broken down, and you can check out the link description where you can sign up for the Aspire Notebook, where you can actually get a mini course on how to put together this webinar sales funnel for yourself. And it includes a bunch of templates and copy-paste scripts to really help you get this process up and rolling as quickly as possible. So if you have any questions when it comes to sales funnels, go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section below. I read and reply to every single one of them. And I hope you subscribe and join the aspiring entrepreneur community, along with myself and as other aspiring entrepreneurs, figuring out this whole building an online business thing and spreading our passion and skills. So until the next video, keep building the business you love. Take care.